Welcome back, guys. We're continuing on with these Mechabellum 1v1 replays, and this is an old replay. I can't really remember what happens in it, but I must have saved it for a reason, so let's see what happens. So I start off with Stormcallers, Crawlers, and Quick Supply. They start off with Phoenix, Arclight, and bring in Crawlers. They've got Speed Specialist. I remember this now. I was messing about trying to get frontline giants to work, and so what I was doing was putting the Stormcallers right at the front, because I was going to be putting the giant in front of it, and I obviously wanted the Stormcaller in position to be able to shoot immediately. So although it's a bit of a weird setup at the beginning, once you get the giants down, it kind of makes sense. So I wouldn't suggest using this strategy, because if the enemy's got acid crawlers, they just basically stick an acid crawler in front of your giant and kill your giant immediately. So yeah, it's not a particularly advisable strategy. So I brought in some Mustangs to take care of the Phoenixes. Frontline Stormcallers are really good at taking the towers out quickly, so you don't have to move very far to take the towers out. So I'm going for a shield airdrop because obviously my units are in position where it's easy to rocket them. So I'm using the shield airdrop to defend against the rocket. He's going for rhinos. So he's obviously thinking that the rhino is not going to get targeted by the Stormcaller. But the rhino does not deal with crawlers without the whirlwind ability, and he hadn't even got it equipped, so unless he's intending on using them as suicide rhinos, the rhino's not really going to do him much favours. So I decided to go for wasps over this side, because basically if he tries to put a rocket here to kill all the ground units, it'll just hit the wasps. It's my favourite way of using wasps. I know most people don't use it like this, but I just use it to tank rockets, basically. So the wasps make very short work of the rhino over here, and the crawlers make very short work of the rhino over here. So frontline rhino, it's not going to work unless you're using it as a suicide rhino. So that went really well for me. So I'm fully expecting him to suicide with the next rhino. So he's going for mass-produced sledgehammers. I haven't made a decision yet. So he's just using the sledges to kill the crawlers and the stangs. Did I go for mass-produced? Yeah, I went for mass-produced sledges as well. So let's see what I decide to do with them. So I've got crawlers on one side, sledges on the other. And here they are, stuck in the middle with me. So, looks like I was trying to decide whether it was worth bringing in another unit or not, or going for an upgrade. So I've decided to go for some more Mustangs. Not really sure if that was a good idea. Oh, I'm just protecting my flanks, basically. Because if you set up at the front like this, you need to protect your flanks. So Mustangs, fantastic flank protecting unit. So I've just upgraded the crawlers as well to help deal with the Rhino even faster. And it worked out perfectly. We took the Rhino out just before he managed to take a single sledge out. Or Stormcaller, sorry. Stormcaller's doing a fantastic job, Mustang's doing a fantastic job, Wasp's doing a fantastic job. Basically, my whole army is doing a fantastic job. We've even got the sledges that survived on the right hand side as well. Brilliant. So he's going for senior attack. I'm going for the barrier because now it's time for me to change up what I'm doing and bring in the giants. That was the whole point of this strategy. So I'll be selling off these wasps. So I've got fortress over here. Put a barrier on it. That'll keep the Stormcallers safe. And I use field recovery. Interesting. Okay. I obviously didn't have enough cash to sell the wasps and recruit a giant, so I decided to sell. Or decided to use the selling of the mass-produced to earn an extra 100 supply, basically. And then I'm bringing in some sledges over here. This is mainly just to pull these crawlers out of position. That's their only job over there. So this didn't go too well here, but we still managed to take the Rhino down before he reached the tower. So that is good enough for me. And we are winning on the right hand side where the giant is. So next turn I'm going to be putting another giant here, and that's going to hopefully secure both towers for us. That's the plan anyway. So I'm just trying to make him dance to my tune at the moment. Hopefully the shields don't go down. Yeah, unfortunately that shield went down. But we took out the sledges, and our stangs are safe underneath the barrier. So we can easily take out what they've got left. Very nice. Okay, so time to put a giant on the left hand side, and I'm fully expecting him to suicide with his rhinos now. Either that or bring acid crawlers in. So I went for supply specialist, which is just a dumb thing to do, but I was so far ahead on the hit points that I felt like the game would have gone on for like 5 rounds or so if I was losing. But yeah, this is an old video. I've since then decided supply specialist is not worth taking, so don't take it. So we sold the fangs, the wasp, sorry. We've now got fortresses. Now, he did not build mustangs to deal with the wasps, which I was surprised about. He's just going for mass. Fortress, Phoenix. So I decided to put the fortress over on this side, not because I'm expecting it to succeed, but because I just want to distract all of their units, pull them over. So the fortress is actually tanking a few Phoenix shots. So the fortress did alright actually at tanking for the sledges. It's bought us enough time to snipe the tower, which was the whole point of bringing the fortress in over there. And we're sniping this tower as well, so we haven't got any anti-air over here. So things might not go too great for these units, but we've still got plenty of units over here. So let's see if all of these stangs survive. Come on, barrier. Cover the stangs. Right. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. And down goes the Phoenix. So very close to defeating him now. So what was I lacking there? Anti-air maybe? It's potentially anti-crowd control if he brings in some crawlers. So I reckon more Mustangs would probably get the job done. So he's going for Giant Hunter. Again, this is a trap. It costs you 100. You don't get anything back for that round. So you don't get anything back until the following round. You need to kill 2 giants for it to pay for itself. So you're down 100. The next round you need to kill 2 giants to pay for itself. It's just simply not worth it. So I've upgraded the fortresses, and what am I doing? Yeah, Mustangs. That was the correct call. It's anti-air and anti-crowd control, so Mustangs were definitely the correct call. Sticking them on the back here, and probably here, yep. And we've got fortress on both sides now. We've got barriers on the fortress. We've got Mustangs to deal with the Phoenixes. I can't see this going badly. Everything looks perfect, to be honest with you. So, what did he actually do that round? He looks like he's got exactly the same composition. He went for Launcher Overlord on his Phoenixes to help kill the fortresses. I suppose that's not a bad decision, but it's not really going to change much, I don't think. So he's still going to lose his towers. Fortress is doing a good job tanking because the towers are destroyed. And now come the Mustangs. Now there's a chance that I don't win this round because I haven't got enough anti-air. So I need either more Mustangs or I need some abilities on the Mustangs, some aerial specialization and range. So, surprisingly, his launcher overlord, or overload, actually won him the round. Caught me right off guard. So we've got intensive training, heavy hacker, which is my favourite, and acid blast, some nasty ability, or cards I should say, there. Attack item. Let's see what he goes for. I think acid blast would be the correct call. Put it in front of the fortress. So I decide to go for the barrage, the air barrage, which the air barrage is basically luck based. It does not target the enemy. It just fires them in the air and hopes that the enemy get hit. So I'm not a massive fan of luck based skills. I'd rather something that guarantees a hit, like a sniper or a Mustang. So I go for the aerial specialist and the range. So we've basically just gone for 3 abilities this turn. I don't think we're actually going to... Oh, we are. We can afford to buy 2 more Mustangs. That's amazing. So we got 3 abilities and 2 more units in 1 turn. That's fantastic. So what did he do? So he's spending money on speed. Interesting. And he's gone for HP and attack. Don't really think any of them were worth it, to be honest with you. That's just my opinion. I should have put something protecting the Mustangs on the left-hand side, but I didn't. He's gone for Quantum Relay and Shield on the snipers. Now, I don't think that's going to work for him, but it might do. Quantum Relay can work wonders on occasion. Can I get these Stangs covered? Well, luckily I've got another group of Stangs at the back here, but 3 crawlers took out my tower. That's terrible. We would probably have won there if it wasn't for them crawlers. So it's looking like the Quantum Relay is going to win him the round. So to my surprise, I did not win. I was very, very surprised. Okay, so what next? What next? Lightning Storm is good because you can't protect air units from it. Incendiary Bomb is no good to me because ground Phoenixes are obviously not ground units, so it won't hurt them. He's gone for the Vulcan's Descent. He's clearly going for a tower snipe. So what do I do here? The thing that I need to do is EMP the Phoenixes. So I go for Wasps, put EMP shot on them, and bring in a 3rd squad. Now where do I put them? That's the question. So I decide to go aggressive with them. That's interesting. So my tower is, my towers are exposed. See, if I'd have replayed this, I wouldn't have gone aggressive with these Wasps, because Vulcan's Descent and easy tower snipe. I would have put 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here, and gone defensive with them. But let's see how it turns out, shall we? I wish you could zoom out a little bit further so you could actually see the whole map. Yep, so he got the tower flank in there. He's protected the flank on the right hand side. We've lost this. So, it's all down to this tower. Can we snipe this tower? Come on, snipe the tower. Snipe the tower. No, he died before he had a chance to snipe the tower. Very sad. And look how close that is. That's how quick the game can turn. It's gone from maximum HP to virtually lost in 2 turns. Okay, so what do we go for here? Got a couple of items that are good for giants. Got a smoke bomb, which is pretty decent, but don't think it's going to turn the tide of the battle. Ion Blast is incredibly tough to target flying units or fast units. So, both of us are really struggling to decide what to take here. So I decided to go for the heavy armor, and so does he. Interesting. Is he going to bring in a giant? Okay, so I bring in sledges over here to protect against their sledges. And I'm bringing in wasps to deal with the phoenixes. Am I going to do the same thing? Yep, wasps down here. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. So I feel like I've got a decent army comp. So all I'm doing is just upgrading the fortresses to buy the time for everybody else to deal the damage. Unfortunately, we've got fire here, which is going to kill these mustangs. That's terrible for us. Oh, it's wearing off though. That's great. Now, can the wasps EMP the phoenixes? That is the question. Can the wasps EMP these phoenixes? We've taken out the tower, and the wasps are coming in. Come on, wasps, EMP! Nice. So yeah, it turned out to be a really, really close battle. It's amazing how quick a battle can turn from maximum HP to a couple of points away from death. But yeah, it's really difficult to pull off a flank maneuver. The only time that it's really possible is if you're going for a frontline attack like this. But that's a massive all-in decision to do this. The Chinese strat is basically do this, but all on one tower. So you put all of your units here and put a big flank in here, and then just put enough units to try and protect your own towers. That's basically the Chinese strat. But I'd rather go for a nice even spread, to be honest with it, than go for the Chinese lopsided attack. But that's just my personal preference. But anyway, that was this battle. It was enjoyable. Hope you enjoyed it. A little bit different to the norm. Not sure if it's a recommended strategy or not, but still fun nonetheless. Join me in the next one. We'll see what that one holds. Cheers for watching. Take care. I shall see you soon.